Hi guys, so we are going out tonight to a place called The Alley, which is a bowling alley slash bar slash really fun place. I haven't been there, but Caleb said it's really fun. And we're having our going away party because Caleb starts work on Monday. And it's gonna be really sad, but it'll be really fun to have all of our friends in the same place. Tonight, I'm going to show you just kind of my going out type makeup. I don't wear a lot of makeup, and I definitely would not call myself a beauty vlogger, but this is just kind of my routine if we go out somewhere. So first, I just use this, you can't really see it on there, but it is the e.l.f. Mineral Face Primer, and it's like $3, and it works really well, and I just put a tiny little drop on there. And that's really all you need. It spreads very well, and you really don't need a lot or it can make your face kind of oily. And then I use the Fit Me by Maybelline. I love the Fit Me by Maybelline. I have this and the pressed powder as well. And they are both in 110, which is porcelain, because I am very pale. And it's cool because it has SPF in it as well. So I just take a little bit off the top and put it just little blobs around my face. I really don't need to wear a lot of concealer and just this kind of makeup, a lot of face makeup I would say, even though I kind of do. I like putting it on foundation. That was the word I was looking for. I do that, and then I take my beauty blender, which I really love. I just got it recently, like I want to say $6 at TJ Maxx. And I feel like that's quite a steal. And I just kind of blend that in, and I make sure to get around my eyes because that's where I really do need foundation around my eyes. And just a little right here. I take my Fit Me pressed powder, and I've actually watched some videos where they said not to, sorry, I lost my brush. They said to put on my Benetton, which I'm going to put on after this, before the pressed powder, but I don't think it shows up as well, so I like to put it on afterward. And I just put a little of this on my face, just get rid of that extra shine and give me a little bit more lightweight coverage. I like it because it's not super heavy. Then my best friend got me this really good little palette gift. It's called Rockitude. It's from Benefit. I love Benefit. Thanks, Sam, for getting me this. And in it has High Beam, High Beam, Benetton, some Rockitude blush, and then also a lip gloss that is Rockitude as well. And I usually don't use the lip gloss just because I tend to be allergic to a lot of different lip products. So the tint is really good for me because it doesn't bother me at all. So I just take Benetton and I use it right on my cheeks, the apples of my cheek, and then I just use my fingers to blend it back. And if I want a little bit more, I just put a tiny bit more on. It is very subtle. It's very good for day-to-day type stuff. But if you want a little more when you're going out like I am, it's good to put it on a second coat. The thing I would say though is it dries very quickly, so as soon as you put it on, make sure that you blend it. It looks a little like it's a little more red on camera, but it's really not that red. Then I take an angled brush, which my friend who's very into makeup said I need all new brushes, and I do not contest that. I feel like I really do need new brushes, but just can't get them right now. So then I just use the Rockitude blush and just sweep back. And I really like this one to wear every day, actually, more than the Benetton. It is very subtle, but it gives you that nice little flush that you need, especially with people who have very pale skin, because it gives me that extra color. I don't look like I'm sickly. Then I'm going to take my High Beam, which I really love too. This is the first highlighter I've had, actually, a liquid highlighter, and I really like it. And I just put a streak back there, a streak back there, one right here and here, a little bit on my forehead, down my nose, my Cupid's bow there, and then I also like to put a little bit right here and right here, just kind of blend it out. just a little bit, not a ton. I don't want to look super shiny. And then I take my beauty blender again and just blend it out. I like to blend it upward and definitely make sure I get the whole way back. And blend this out. Okay. And then, and don't worry, I'm going to show you the finished product in a little better light because my lights in the bathroom are not the best lights. It's fine though. So then I'm going to take my Aesthetica, I believe, contour kit. And it's a really funny story because Laura, who was in my video before, she only borrowed this because she didn't really use it that much and somebody gave it to her. And then she never really asked for it back and I never gave it back and she doesn't care that I have it. So a good way to get some free makeup is to take the makeup that your best friend doesn't use. So I take, as you can see, I use it a lot, and right now I'm just using this middle one, partially because that's the only one left, but it actually is, well, like it does a good job. I don't just use it because it's the only one left. And I put it up the whole way back and actually into my ears, and it looks very harsh at the beginning, but I'm going to blend it out again, and then I put a sweep on each side of my nose, up on my forehead, up here, just on my hairline, and underneath my jaw to just make it stand out a little bit more. I do have a strong jawline already, but I really do like to accentuate it. So then, I usually just take my fingers and blend it out a little bit. I don't like super hard contour lines, just not my thing, but I do think that it looks really good on other people. I wish that I felt more confident in wearing it, but at this point I don't, so that's totally fine. Okay, then I take my NYX HD base. It is just an eyeshadow base, and I really like it, especially with me. I have very small eyes, and so the eyeshadow tends to not stay on because it gets in my creases and just gets very creasy. So I just spread that on my eyelid and up top, and then a little bit down below as well. And it actually does make it seem a little smoother too, if that makes any sense. It might just be on my head, but I really, really like this. And I really do like NYX brand. I find a lot of stuff that I like from them frequently, and they're at Target. And it's a good alternative to, you know, more high-end type cosmetics. It's a really good drugstore brand. So I'm also going to be using their Love in Rio eyeshadow palette, and you can tell that I use this one and this one pretty frequently. So I'm just going to take this middle one and put it all over my lid. And I'm pretty generous with it and not very precise because I'm going to blend it in anyway. So I don't have to be super precise with it. I put a little bit more on. I really, really like this shade. But it's definitely not an everyday shade, at least for me. It's more of a going out shade, special occasion. And then I just blend it in. Then I'm going to take my Naked 2 palette, and I'm going to be using the shade Busted, which is right there. It is the second darkest one, and I really like it for a smoky eye. I just put that in my corner. And I have a tend to overblend this out, and then you can't really see it, so I'm really going to try to make it dark, at least darker. And then blend it in. There we go. Okay. Then I'm going to take the Love in Rio palette again and use this light pink shade here and use this up here on my brow bone. It's my lighter color. this. And then I'm going to use my Naked 2 palette and use Booty Call and put it up my brow bone, just underneath my eyebrow, and then also down into the corners of my eyes and underneath a little bit. Okay, so then I'm done with all of my eyeshadow. And like I said, I will show you in better light. It's hard to see in here. Then I just put on some of this. It is, I believe it's CoverGirl. And I think it's Hazelnut. I want to say a Perfect Point Plus. And I actually used this for my wedding, and I really liked it. So I kept buying it. And I just do half my lid and out a little bit for a wing, and then half underneath. And the same on the other. And I know you're not supposed to do this either, but I do, because it's just easier to do it that way, you know? Sometimes you just gotta risk it to live in the now, even if it could cause premature wrinkles. Then I curl my eyebrows, or sorry, I curl my eyelashes. And this is a super old eyelash curler. I've had this for years, probably since middle school, but I still love it. Then I'm going to do my eyebrows, and I use, if I can find it, right here. I use Maybelline New York Brow, and I use the blonde. And then I just outline my brow. I don't fill it in because it will end up being too dark for me. So just outline the bottom, side, top there, and then the other side is a smudger. I don't know what it's called. Filling powder. Oh, cool. Well, yeah, and then I just fill it in, blend up, and blend down, and even sometimes that being a little too dark for me. I'll see. And just blend, blend, blend. Okay. And doesn't look very dark. I might just fix it a tiny bit. Let's see. I know that really dark brows are in right now, but I just not there yet. So then I'm going to take a mixture of these two, and it's just called Seven. I got them at TJ Maxx. Both look like this. One is called Lashtastic, and the other one is Eyelust. And I actually really like a Lashtastic, but I'm going to use the eyelash first because it has such a thick brush. It will give me a lot of volume, and like a lot of thickness. The other one will give me a lot of length. So I'm just going to put this one on first, the Eyelust. And I like it. It's just not. I'm really picky about my lashes. I like them to look fake. And this one just doesn't do that. So I'll probably put 2 coats of this on and then 2 coats of the other one. I've got a little bit of mascara up here. Do my second coat. This one. And then I'm going to use the Lashtastic over top of that. Hopefully it's not too much. No, it's great. I love it. Okay. And the other one. And what the heck, I'll do one more coat. And then the last thing I'm going to do is my lips. And with my toothbrush, I'm going to take the back, it's like a tongue cleaner or something, and I just use that to exfoliate my lips. So it doesn't come out super cracked or anything like that. And I'm going to take my Benetton once again and just put this on as dots. And I usually and then just smear it with my finger. And then I usually will put on one more coat, unless I'm going for a very natural look, because it does take a couple coats to make it a little more noticeable. But I do love the tin, it stays on so long term. So that's about it, and I'm going to walk into the other room so you can see it better, and I'm also going to take a picture of it to post. So this is the better lighting version of my makeup. It's very soft, dewy, and I love how just very subtle the blush is, but it also is still there, very noticeable. You can see my eyes. It's not very dramatic, but for me it's pretty dramatic. And my lips and eyebrows. So there you go, that's kind of my going out makeup, and I'm about to do my hair. I'm going to film a video tonight, of course, so look forward to seeing that. Thanks for watching SimplyEmuhlee, and don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Thanks.